safely recovered the would-be catfish and no doubt took her home to dry off. The Portland area has received several inches of rain since yesterday. Paul is here to talk about that and here, and of course your Dagny probably would have been all for taking a swim in that.
You'd think so. She's part retriever.
Oh, yeah.
Can't stand the water.
Back to the cat for just a moment.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that cats, even the big cats, like to swim. Never try to get away from a tiger in the water,
Yeah.
because you will not swim away from it.
Now, I'm curious how you have acquired this knowledge, Tom. Did you try to
Way
outswim
too
a
much
tiger?
time on my hands. But in front of Nat Geo Wild,
To
probably.
the end of the internet and back to
Right.
find that one out. Sure. We'll talk more about the Portland flooding coming up at 6 o'clock because they've had way too much rain. But around here, we had some dense fog this morning. That was really the only flaw in the weather today. That fog was a little bit thicker near the rivers and lakes of the midstate. We had quite a bit of fog in metro Nashville as well to complicate the morning commute. But once it disappeared, look at this blue sky overhead throughout the day. Shadows, of course, are pretty long this time of year. That sun is low in the sky as we approach the first day of winter, which is now only about, well, less than 2 weeks away now. Looking outside from a live view now, the city of Clifton and Wayne County, all the Christmas lights brightly lighting things up because the sun isn't doing that for us. Clear skies overhead, so temperatures are dropping off quickly. Looking outside from St. Henry's School in West Nashville, and the last little glimpses of light are now gone from the horizon. The temperature has dropped a bit here at the station in West Nashville. 58 degrees is our current temperature. We reached a high of 62 degrees, very dry air in place, which is why it warmed up so quickly once the sun came up this morning. Winds out of the southeast around 5 miles an hour. That's about where the winds are going to stay overnight. That's going to help to keep temperatures fairly mild as we head through the rest of the night as well. 54 degrees in Nashville officially, also 54 in Smyrna, 55 Spring Hill, still 57 Murfreesboro and White Bluff. Some temperatures even holding on to the low 60s, well, one anyway, 61 degrees in Camden. You're down to 46 degrees already in McMinnville. We are going to be seeing temperatures drop off through the evening hours, down to around 50 by 7 o'clock this evening, and then leveling off. Mid to upper 40s for the most part around 10 o'clock, and not much change through the rest of the night. Dropping another degree or two by early tomorrow morning, but then warming up even before the sun comes up because clouds are going to be building in from the west that insulates the ground and helps to warm things up a little bit. We'll be up to the mid-50s by midday tomorrow, and you should top out in the upper 50s for highs tomorrow afternoon, well above normal. Average high for tomorrow is 51 degrees. We're going to beat that by about 6 to 8 degrees across the midstate. And that's despite a lot of cloud cover and a chance for some showers moving from west to east across the midstate. Not much moisture in the atmosphere for this thing to work with. So we're talking a slight chance of showers in the morning for western middle Tennessee around midday up and down the I-65 corridor for that slight chance of rain showers. Trace of rain, if that, and then a better chance as you head into the afternoon hours for eastern middle Tennessee. The possibility of weekend thunderstorms is what has us concerned. So we're looking here farther down the line at a big storm system out west that's going to be getting organized. All the colors in the background, those represent the wind speeds a couple miles up, in fact several miles up in the atmosphere, and the black lines just help to trace that out. This is the jet stream, the storm track that drives weather across the country. The storm system is really going to dig into the southern United States and eventually swing towards us as we head towards the back half of the weekend. Those brighter colors with the upper level winds, that's not what we want to see nearby because it helps set the stage for the potential of some stronger thunderstorms if we can get thunderstorms to develop. So there's a lot of uncertainty. It's still the 5th day of the 7-day forecast, but what we know at this point is that rain is likely sometime on Sunday. Lots of wind energy overhead as that rain arrives. The main threat, if we get any severe thunderstorms to develop, will be straight line winds over 60 miles an hour. But the unknowns at this point, well, the path of the whole storm system. There's a different computer model that pushes this whole thing farther up to the north and moves it in a lot faster, actually. So the specific timing within the day on Sunday is still up in the air as well. And will there be enough juice in the atmosphere for thunderstorms to actually develop? You can't have severe thunderstorms if there aren't any thunderstorms in the first place. So we're going to leave storms in the forecast. We'll keep an eye on that time frame for you, but I wouldn't panic. You don't need to hide in a safe spot for the next 5 days or anything like that. December is not a favorable time for severe weather, but it's possible, so that's going to occupy our attention. Until then, though, very warm temperatures. Mid-60s Thursday and Friday, record-setting high temperatures on Saturday, and a very old record at that, set all the way back in 1873. Not feeling very Christmas-like.
No, unusual stuff indeed. Paul, thanks. It's time to check in with Demetria to find out what's coming.